Am I the a-hole for letting my niece move in with us but not including her sister and turning her away? My niece, Sophie 18F, has a complicated relationship with her mom, Trisha, and her half-sister, Megan 14F. Trisha was the sort that always demanded that Megan be included in everything Sophie was invited to or did. This meant that every time we invited Sophie over, we had to invite Megan. Every time we took Sophie somewhere, we had to bring along Megan. Every time we got Sophie a present, we had to give Megan a present. If we didn't, we would get cut off from seeing Sophie. This didn't just happen to us, me, my parents, and my siblings. It also happened with Sophie's friend and pretty much everything else in life. So Sophie has a lot of resentment built up over it all. Since Sophie recently turned 18, we offered to let her live with us during school breaks. We thought it would be a good idea for Sophie to have some space from her mother as well as her sister, as well as be able to finally spend more time with her, without her sister tagging along. Sophie jumped at the idea and we're loving having her. Her sister and mom are not loving it at all. Megan, I think, has bad attachment issues now and really misses Sophie, but Sophie doesn't want to see her often. Megan has also shown up at our place several times and we have to turn her away because Sophie doesn't want to see her. Trisha has contacted me about it and is very angry at us for turning Megan away. Not just because Sophie doesn't want to see her here, but also because she thinks we could still spend time with her too, because after all this time, Megan sees us as her family too, and it's hurtful that we keep turning her away. To be honest though, we don't see her that way. I know this sounds bad, but she was always just a requirement that came with Sophie. Furthermore, they know our annual trip for the 4th is coming up and we haven't invited Megan and really didn't plan to. It's just kind of a lot to always bring and pay for another kid that we really don't want to bring along. This kind of goes for everything too, because long term, we don't really want to have to continue to always include Megan. Like there's a lot of things like vacations, birthdays, holidays, as well as other stuff like that was always just too much. But we did it for Sophie. It would be one thing is Sophie wanted to continue to include Megan. Also, Trisha is also really mad that we offered to let Sophie stay with us during the last summer before college in the first place, since she won't get to her daughter nearly as often before she leaves for school and thinks it's like we tore her family apart. Sorry if this came out as a mess. I kind of just let everything out. So are we the a-hole for not wanting to include her sister?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. Trisha did the thing that parents should never do, trying to force an overly close relationship between them with predictable results.
Does any of Megan's dad's family have to buy Sophie gifts when they bring Megan one? Or only take both of them places instead of just Megan? This sucks for all involved. Trisha doesn't know how to parent. Have a 14-year younger sister hang around for everything sucks.